Howdy, howdy everyone. Welcome to Inside Russia. My name is Konstantin. And I'm doing another daily update on what is happening in Russia. Welcome, thank you for joining. I'm waiting for a 5x5 from the mods. I'm waiting for a 5. Okay, I can hear myself, I can see myself, that's good. Well, I have an interesting topic for you today. It's called Holy Purge. And this is exactly what I'm going to tell you about. Holy Purge. You know, I wonder what if you guessed what I mean by naming my video Holy Purge. I don't know. Just let me know in the comments. As usual, I'm delivering the message for the first time for the first part of my stream. I'm gonna try to make it a short and compact message, but it's going to be a very subjective message today. My opinion solely. It's nothing that I have found in the official news here in Russian Federation. It's nothing like I have heard directly from the government officials, except for Vladimir Putin, but I'm gonna quote him a little bit later. It's nothing like there's a government's official policy, and you will understand in a few minutes what I mean. All I'm going to be saying today is my personal, private opinion. Now, we are, of course, discussing the event that started on February 24th, 2022. Okay, before the event and after the event, there are two different lives, at least for me and for many people that I know. Before and after. Before, everything was kind of normal here in Russia. It was, yeah, you know, enjoyable. It was joyous. It's not like I started my channel just on the 24th of February. A lot of you had been here before the event started, before the 24th. All of us, we were enjoying our lives here in Russia, and the biggest problem was economics. We were all trying to make a buck in this ever falling down economy, so to speak. After the 24th, we started facing completely different set of troubles, problems, challenges, new situations. And our society, on the very day one of this event, was divided in two. There was a chasm appeared, and it's been growing ever since. But I could clearly see the chasm appearing on the 25th of February. This is the time, that was the time when I made my second stream, and I named it Cancel Culture Introduced in Russia. Because that was the first day when people started voicing openly their support of this event or their condemnation of this event. And the first people who condemned were public figures. Artists, very famous artists, singers, stand-up comedian, a talk show host, Russian Tonight Show host, politicians, high-profile athletes, a lot of them stood up and voiced their opinion saying, hey, I am against, I strongly oppose. And that was unusual because, wow, look at this person speaking. At first, there was no reaction, but then voices in Russia started appearing. And I'm talking about voices in the newspapers, on the streets, in the stores, people chatting, talking to one another, in social media, in newspapers, on TV, on the radio shows, everywhere. Rumors, well, people started talking, saying, hey, how could they? How could they say that? They have no right. They're public figures. They are looked upon by many, many people, by the youth. How could they? Just, And you know what? Quite a few people who actually initially, said things that they said, they left Russia. None of them left due to political prosecution back then. They left because, hey, you know what? Everyone is free to leave Russia. Everyone is free to leave the country and live in another country. Or perhaps someone has second citizenship, second home. Or perhaps someone goes on a long vacation, extended vacation. There's nothing wrong with that. That we are free people. This is our personal choice. This is freedom. We're supposed to be freedom, right? And a lot of people left. Not just the high profile, but business people, the ones who could afford, athletes, singers, they started leaving Russia. And I first heard the word traitor on the 16th of March. And it was said by our leader, the President Vladimir Putin. I'm going to quote him, okay? This is not a fake, this is not disinformation. Russian news agency TASS on 16th of March in the afternoon announced that Vladimir Putin said that the folks of Russia, Russian people, can distinguish patriots from the traitors. Now, Vladimir Putin, he was meeting some people publicly. It was a public meeting, and he said many things. But among them, he said one that really, really started making me fearing for the future of Russia. Okay? Because in my opinion, well, let me quote him. He said that people of Russia can distinguish patriots from traitors. That cleansing, that purge of society will only make the country stronger. That's what Vladimir Putin himself said. Again, that purge of society, or that cleansing of society, I'm not sure which word is more correct, that purge or cleansing of society will only make the country stronger. Again, he also kept on saying, but any people, any folks, especially Russian folks, can always distinguish true patriots from this kind of traitors, and the folks will simply spit them out as if there was a fly, a tiny fly would accidentally, fly into someone's mouth. Yes, I'm quoting Vladimir Putin. He said, I am sure that this natural and necessary self-cleansing or self-purge of society will only make our country, our solidarity, our unity and readiness to meet any challenges. I don't like word traitor because I don't really know what traitor is. In my opinion, traitor is the person who has highest secrets, very confidential, very sensitive information, and that person goes to another country and sells that information, okay? And that stuff really hurts the country that he comes from. In my eyes, that's traitor, okay? I don't know anyone else who is the traitor besides that. I don't know any other definition of traitor. I don't understand how country can be divided into the patriots and traitors. Who is the traitor? A person who has a different opinion from majority of population? A traitor, really? Really? Traitor? Since when we in Russia are not free to have our own opinions? Well, I guess since one moment in time. Anyway, let's fast forward a little bit. After Vladimir Putin introduced this word officially to Russian society, this word traitor started appearing here and there. And again, I am sharing my own opinion, my own experience, what I've seen. I've heard this word said a few times in the newspapers, in the radio talk shows, on the streets, at the stores, when you just pass by and you see older people talking to one another, things like that. And there, in my mind, well, let's fast forward even a little further to today. From what I understand, that Russian propaganda is, well, not Russian propaganda, I shouldn't say that. Russian official mass media, the newspapers, YouTube channels, TV programs, they are run by very few people. And those people in charge, they clearly believe in what they're saying. In other words, I don't think they have sold their souls to the devil for money. Okay? I don't think they believe one thing but are paid to say another thing and to do another thing. I believe that those people on top, they truly believe what they are saying and what they're doing. And from what my understanding is, they truly believe that Russia needs to be purged of traitors. Because Russia doesn't need traitors. Traitors are something that keeps our country from going forward, according to them. Traitors are not worthy to be heard. Traitors don't understand many things and betray the country by projecting their misunderstanding and making it speak loud, making it sharing their opinions loud. Okay? Russia does not need that. The traitors, Russia must get rid of traitors. Now, it's sinister here. I have not yet to hear that people were arrested just on the charges of being traitors. No, I have not heard that. I hope I will not hear that ever. And I hope that's not going to happen. Now, people have been arrested. People have been charged with breaking new laws that can land them in prison for 15 years. They're spreading disinformation and fakes about Russian army and things like that, But I'm yet to hear anything about person being charged with treason just for, speaking up. But it's only been 3 months. And this mood in the society, it's worsening. Okay? I hear the word traitor more and more frequent. Here, there. But once you hear something and then you keep on hearing it, you kind of create a picture in your head. In my picture, again, that's my personal opinion, very private, subjective, and I could be wrong, of course, but in my opinion, I'm hearing more and more this thing, traitor, okay? And I'm hearing more and more that Russia needs to get rid of traitors. Right now, they're talking about if you leave Russia for extended vacation, or if you leave Russia for another country and stay there, that's a clear sign that you're a traitor. And they're saying, stay there. They don't come back to Russia. Russia does not need you. Russia needs patriots, true patriots, and it doesn't need traitors. So, in my opinion, Russia is in the beginning, perhaps in the middle, I don't know, but in the process of purge, holy purge. And as a result of this purge, the true patriots will stay, and the traitors will most likely leave or disappear or just go someplace, And this probably is the scariest thing about living in Russia right now, because I really have hard time understanding how I am with my family, with my kids, can live through a purge. 4 months ago, I didn't think, if someone would tell me that this would be happening in Russia soon, I would think that that person would absolutely crazy, okay? And yet, few months later, it's happening right around me and right in front of my own eyes. This is one of the things that I find the ugliest about my country. I promised you to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I think this is the ugliest, or one of the ugliest. The good, Russia has so much good about itself. The bad, hey, any country has something bad about itself, any society. But this certainly is beyond bad. My message is this. Please know that Russia is going through a holy purge. And I put holy in parentheses, if you know what I mean. I really, really respect and like the fact that you can read between the lines, most of you who watch my streams. Thank you so much. Please know that what we are going through right now. And my second message is, no matter what you do in your countries, please, please, please do not ever make it this far. Do not ever make it to this point. Please learn from our mistakes and do not make your own, because you certainly don't want to live through a holy purge. Thank you very much. I hope you liked my message. If you do, share it anywhere you can. Like, subscribe to the channel so you get more updates every day. You get to hear them. You get to see them. Thank you so much. I'm going to turn on the comments, and please give me your feedback. Let me know what do you think of what I just said. Please, it'd be also interesting if you make a comment put where you're from, city and the country. That'd be fantastic. Keep this chat clean. Do not try to inform me of things that I'm very well informed about. Please think before you post. My moderators come back every single day to back me up. Try to keep me safe. They doing the best they can. So please think twice before posting something unwise. Thank you so much. Turn in the chat now. Brian Vetty is #1 today. That was fast. Lorna, you must be getting tired. Must be tired, because you've been here with me every single time. You did not miss one chat. I think even when you said you would miss it due to personal reasons, family reasons, that you didn't. You came back for some time. So thank you so much, Lorna, Mommy, Robert, and then Bob, Yarn Prepper, Harry Potter, and Pinball. Thank you so much for coming back. Everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for, I already see tons of messages. If you want me to notice your message, please put it in caps. I have higher chance. Reese Gray, thank you so much for your super chat. Hello from Canada, Mr. Popular. These are dark days in Russia, my friend, indeed. But there are still lighthouses in the dark. You and your fellow citizens who resist dangerous nationalism and misinformation. Stay bright. Reese, I'm not going to comment this message. I usually do. I usually answer something, but there's not much I can say. Thank you. Usual suspects, thank you so much for coming back. We have a new face. Barry from Slovakia. Cairo Borges, this is a top-down holy purge. Harry Potnan is here. Welcome back, Harry. We have a few Finns here from Finland. Americans, Europeans, the UK. Hello from Liverpool, Geeky Carlies. Leksha, hello from Austria. Drag, Indiana. Alabama. Essen, Germany. Lorna says I'm getting slow in my middle age. No, you talking on yourself, you know. Think. Germany, Frankfurt. Wisconsin, USA. Germany. TJ, then what are the kids of officials that live abroad? TJ, that is an excellent comment. You know what? In Russia, all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than the others. And those kids of officials that live abroad, they're not traitors. They're probably forced to live abroad by some reason, you know, acceptable, so to speak. So, but that's this. Basically, your question does not need to be answered. That's a rhetoric question, and it's a very good one. Thank you. This is my regular tea. Sri Lankan Earl Grey. Fantastic tea, by the way. But if you come here daily, then you probably know what I drink. Georgia, USA is in the house. California. Well spoken, especially. Respect from the UK, says Nigel. Thank you so much. Chicago, upstate New York. Scott, so happy to be here. Terry the Terrible, I can feel you care about your country. Terry and everyone, if you're new to this channel, to my chats, I lived in the USA for 9 years. I have couple kids, American. Yet I made a conscious decision to come back to Russia with my family, with my first wife. We came to Russia because I chose to come back to my country. Okay, I care about this. About Russia. I love Russia. I voted for Russia. I came back. I left my comfortable life in the USA to come back to Moscow to live and work here. So yes, I do care. And what I am seeing right now, what is happening in front of my eyes, is tearing my heart in two pieces. Martin, are channels like yours at risk of the Holy Purge? Do I have to answer this question really? I think you can read between the lines, and I think you can understand the question, the answer very well. Samsa, hi again from Vanta, Finland. Tampere, Voitaja. Dion, go Huskies, Huskers, okay, go Huskers. If you mean Huskies, Maine, then that makes two of us. Ludmila Hopkins from London, hello. Hate when it happens. Somehow, sometimes my chat just jumps all the way down, and then I have to go up and look where I came from. There you go. Brazil. Okay. Naida Veka. Great to see you. Takihiro, stay strong. Thank you so much for your message, my friend. Hope you and family are okay. Well, so far so good, Fiona. Thank you so much. I saw all your messages, all the comments you made. Thank you. Cedric, hello. Thank you for your great content. Is it true that people can't take more than $10,000? Is it enough to start a new life? It's a very strange question. Well, not a strange, but it's a normal question. But the answer is going to be, it depends. For some people, $10,000 is a lot of money, and that's how much they make a year. For some people, $10,000 is pocket change. To me, 10,000 is very considerable amount. Okay, is it enough to start new life? If you're talking about me, I can start my new life with myself and my kids and my wife and my two hands, my head. And I think that's the biggest asset. If we start new life with $10,000, that's not going to last for a long time, Richard Crington, love always wins. Darkness collapses because of the love. And this is what we pray for every single day. For love to win. For darkness to collapse. I see a couple super chats. 100 Steve B. If a person can be deemed a traitor for speaking their mind, then freedom of speech is dead. Thanks for the message. I'm not gonna comment. There's not much to comment here. Please stay safe. Best wishes from UK. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. And then I see Brianna B. I know you, Avatar. Constantine, on this subject of a purge, can you please someday discuss the population shortage Russia has now? This all seems very sad to me. Well, Brianna, I can tell you right now that even before this event started, Russia wasn't doing great in terms of population. Russian population was declining throughout the 90s. Then it kind of bounced up a little bit during the teens, and then in the COVID time it started going back, going north, no, going south again, declining again. From what I understand right now, this exodus from Russia, there are no real numbers and no one will give them because they can't. And I think if they could, they would not give them. But I saw myself how people are leaving, flocking out of Russia, so it's pretty bad. Uh, I might touch this issue in the future. Thank you for the super chat again. Thanks for your support and thanks for coming back every time. Rico Suave. If you could pick a single place in your country to show someone the real Russia, where would you tell them to visit? Good question, thank you. I would suggest that the person would rent a car and travel, well, obviously, almost any foreigner flies into Moscow first. I would suggest exploring Moscow for a few days because city is definitely worth exploring. It's a fantastic city, especially now. But then I would suggest renting a car and just driving one of the major highways, couple 300-400 miles away from Moscow, stopping in the smaller towns, smaller places on the road, on the way, and looking around and seeing for him or herself how life, like what is real Russia. Because Moscow and St. Petersburg, not real Russia. Garvin, hi from Perth, Australia. It looks like Austria, but Perth is in Australia. By the way, Russell of Traveling with Russell, the guy who I made one of the latest videos in the Mega Mall, he's from Perth, Australia as well. His channel is growing pretty good. He's got over 6,000 subs now. He does daily streams, and not daily, but frequent streams. And I like the way he's approaching his channel. He's really working hard on it. Colonism. I appreciate everything you do. I also want to add that you have an amazing hairline. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate both messages and also my hairline. And that's how God created me. IKDA, hi from Germany, very presidential atmosphere, excellent setting. We had our purge already. I know. And I kept thinking about you guys. We hope the best not to see it again. I hope and pray it will not get as far. Right now, again, no one is thrown to jail for just thinking different, saying something different, okay? But the trend is here. Before February 24th, we didn't hear a word traitor once. I mean, I don't remember when I heard that word the last time. I think the traitor was a person who was selling out to the Germans during the occupation. He was like a person who tell Germans the names of resistance fighters. Okay, that was a person traitor. Okay, so but now I keep on hearing this word more and more. But it's not terribly bad at this point. But the trend is here. Top of the muffin to you. Hey, Jesse, throw me that muffin, please. I'd really appreciate it. San Diego, California. Enjoy the best climate and probably the best, most beautiful, most fantastic place in the world that you live in. San Diego. My grandchildren think I'm old at 58. Susan, no, you're not. Uh, Titio Smokes. Hello from Texas, hoping you good brisket. No good brisket here in Rostov. We have this part of Russia. This cuisine is about pork, grilling pork, all kinds of grilling. Meats are plentiful, but there's no brisket. Yuha 1, thank you so much. There is some purging and canceling in the West of certain opinions, but it sounds in Russia it's on steroids. Greetings from friendly sauna guy. What is a sauna guy? But thank you anyway. Well, I am really sad to hear that you also have purging and canceling. Kind of sounds unbelievable to me, but I'm not doubting your words. Russia is on steroids not only in purging and canceling, but on everything else lately, on steroids. Fiza, hello from Turkey. Where are you in Turkey? I'm thinking of, I'm debating right now, and this is an internal debate, whether I should go on vacation, at least for like 7 days, and just unplug from everything, or I don't have a right to actually do something personal like that while this event is still going on. So there's a struggle. One part of me saying you cannot do that. You can't relax while things are happening, and another part is like, hey, I'm just going crazy. I need a little break. I don't know. So far, not one side has won. The IT man, Poland, Warsaw, Warszawa. Welcome. Scotland here, I remember Fiona. And the IT man, I also remember that you're from Poland. Kawaii 93, greetings from Romania. Hello. France, Paris. Quite geography we have here today. Well, as usual, you know. I missed a couple super chats, I'm sorry. Brianna, we had collaborators in Ireland years ago who would snitch on people on the black and tans. I hope no one else ever goes through that. I think we're talking about on the same page, you know. I think you understand exactly what I was saying. Samsa Solman, thank you for a buck. Hey, any buck is great. It counts, you know. Brian Vetti is wishing me to keep it up and work out more. I got your message, Brian. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Ariana Hul, do you watch Sergey from Vasya and Hey? I do, not regularly. The guys I do regularly is every time Zangief releases a video, I watch it. His buddy of mine, Russell, Nikki Proshin, hands down. Ellie, Dari Step, and then most of other creators I watch. You know, not regularly, but from time to time. A great question from Dion Pryor. How can Russia have democracy like the West? That's $1 trillion question. I don't know. I wish I knew. I wish we all knew. I wish we had a democracy, good society. I wish so many things. Yeah, traveling with Russell. Somehow Russell calls Lorna Loma. Perhaps it's his accent. I don't know. Swednik is here. Hi there. Crazy. That's a question. Charles, don't underestimate the power of habitation. Over time, people will adopt the concept of traitors versus patriots more. Uh, this is a sinister message, right? And I think you're right. I think you're right. Jabber, how's unemployment doing? Are there many people unemployed? More and more people every day. There aren't any official numbers. I have not seen them at least. But from what I'm seeing on the street, the mercury is rising. People doing worse and worse financially. Audio is way too low. Huh. Interesting. Is this with everyone audio is low? I wonder why. Could you please give me heads up about the audio? Perhaps you should turn up your volume a little bit. Five by five, good audio. Okay. You moved far, then better. Okay. All the best from Glasgow. Hope things get better for everyone. Me too. Me too. Thank you for, speaking of the audio. Вася is here. Zangief, привет. El Shakurf, love from the Netherlands. I admire your intellect. Thank you. I think you are overestimating my intellect by a great deal, but thank you so much. It's pleasant. Lorna, I'm trying to look for you, like one of your messages to make it a sticky one. I keep on missing the super chats, but I'll get there in a second. Sylvia Authenreith. Reith. Authenreith. Authenreith. Oh, it's very difficult for me to pronounce. Thank you so much for 10 euro. Judging by your last name, you're from Austria or Germany. Brian Vetti, I had to share my favorite saying, the greatest things are on the other side of fear. You'll get there, my friend. Praying for you every day. Me too. I'm praying for you every day and for your mom. I hope she's doing better, recovering. Just reading the messages and enjoying. That's great. That's great. This part, most of the streams, some of the streams are really heavy, and I don't never get upset, but I feel really heavy. But that doesn't happen often. Most likely, it's something that gives me motivation to keep on going, because I love reading your comments. I love reading good wishes. It's really fantastic. Chirper G. Hi Constantine, I'm getting ready to celebrate our Queen's 70th Jubilee tomorrow. Haha, you know what? You're not gonna believe it, but I was there in April, late April of 2012, and there was a Jubilee. It was like a diamond or something like that. I don't know. I'm not really good about Jubilees of your Queen, but I was there like when everyone was celebrating her Jubilee. My friend Alex from Donbass, he's been living in the UK for a long time. He was having a wedding, and we had a wedding at a fantastic place. We had reception at the Landmark of London Hotel in Marylebone. Fantastic place. That was a Jubilee time. I remember there were souvenirs, memorabilia with like Queen's Jubilee everywhere. Philip, thank you so much for 50 euro. Fantastic. Much, much needed, much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, on most of the streams, it feels like we are really not virtually in one place, but sitting here in a large room and just, exchanging conversations, laughing a lot, and conversing and having a good time. And that's fantastic. Hey, Gaby Hyman is here, feeling good, recovered from the CV. Prayer time is the best part of the streams, says Stat Musician. Thanks so much for this beautiful gift. Agreed. Prayer, I wouldn't say it's the best time. I think it's the special time. It's very like touching time. It's I don't even know how to name this. This is like the soul time, so to speak. Steven, thanks for sending super chat. Always remember, I'm not gonna read that. Thank you for your messages, keeping us informed, and the prayers for peace and better days. And the prayers for peace and better days, and just for, to help people in general. Much love, stay safe. Thank you so much, Stephen. Thank you. I think one thing I want to mention, this person, okay, his name is Jeff Gibson. He is the usual suspect in this community, the usual suspect in this live streams, and he is a patron of my channel. Jeff signed up quite some time ago, and all patrons are different. Some patrons are quiet; they just pledge $3, $10, some even $100, and they don't say much. They just show their support. That's fantastic. I always thank them, and I write them. But there are some who are very active, and Jeff is one of those, the active ones. We converse quite a bit on Patreon, and he wanted to upload pictures. He said, I want you to see how I and my family look like. And I suggested he'd go on Flickr and start a Flickr account. And he didn't know what Flickr was, but he did anyway. And he uploaded quite a few pictures. And you know what? I was looking at Jeff's kids, and I was thinking, and the kids are his family is fantastic, okay? He's got two teenage kids. They are Emma and let me Keep on forgetting the kid's who likes to fish name. Liam. Emma and Liam. And they look like typical teenagers. Liam likes fishing. Emma smiles a lot. If you took Emma and Liam out of the pictures, out of the out of where they are, and brought them to Russia, they would completely look like Russian kids. And I was looking through the pictures that Jeff sent me, and I was thinking to myself, like, what the hell? Where did we take a wrong turn as societies? And I'm not just talking about the Russian society. Other societies have fair share of problems too. Because we are all so much alike. Each one of us could just walk into other people's lives and be indistinguishable. We are so look like we're so much alike. The Westerners, the Easterners, Russians, Africans, just you name it. We all love people, okay? We all want to be happy. We want to pursue happiness, okay? We like fishing, we like cooking, we like eating, we like, hanging out with our kids, we love our parents. How is this possible that being so much alike, we have become enemies again? Then I'm not talking about real people, like, I'm talking about the states. It seems like the politicians are so out there, they're just either so crazily not in this world, they're making their decisions, or they have some kind of a sinister purpose, okay? I don't understand. Where did we take the wrong turn? Because we are the people. We are the people of all countries. We are so alike. Anyway, Jeff, thanks for sending me pictures. So uploading, making the Flickr account, uploading your pictures, I really appreciate them. Thank you. Doing well on time so far? Steven, sadly, power corrupts. And absolute power corrupts absolutely. I agree with you, Steven. Terry says, and we think alike. And yes, we think alike. You know what? And if you go one step further, when people ask me, what language do you think in? I don't think in any language, okay? I think in the think language. So do you. So do you, each one of you. And a priori, we speak the same language, okay? We think in one language. Mr. Sparkles says Moscow has a Fish Week celebration. Moscow these days needs to concentrate on different things rather than on Fish Week celebration. They're just trying to distract our attention from more serious things, Kelly D, thank you so much for $10. The message is pretty strong. Mary S, same thing. Thank you so much. Much needed, much appreciated. Thank you. Snoopy Snoop, America is no longer free. Lots of people say that to me. I have hard time believing it. Perhaps to you it's not free, but to me, compared to where I live right now in Russia, if I go to America, I'd feel pretty much free, you know. Keith, the sanctions hurt us as well as Russia, but it's common people who it hurts most. Absolutely, I think I made a video that the sanctions are double-edged sword, and it's not only not good for Russia, it's not good for the Western countries either, and even China. Is it good for China? In some ways it is, but even China is hurting because, some reasons for that. Paula is here. Greetings, salutations. Hey Paula, we keep on praying for you every single day. Julia, we have crab and fish festivals in Alaska. You, on the contrary, can't afford having any kinds of festivals, any kinds of celebrations, because life is good in Alaska, you know. Golden Griffon, fantastic. Everyone smiles in the same language. You know what? Can I pin your channel? Oh, message. Pin your message. Yarn Prepper is signaling that it is prayer time. Holy mackerel. Martin P., today I got the information that we will have to pay 157% more for electricity. Wow. Yeah. I think I have pretty good idea who's responsible, you know. Mogba Boy. Wow. Thank you so much for super chat. You're from Croatia, right? God, I hope all of this ends soon. You have no idea how I hope it ends soon. Thank you so much for thinking alike. Peace and blessings to everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The last question I'm going to answer today before I go to praying is Melissa Williamson asking, Constantine, are you familiar with Roman at NFKRZ? And Zach the Russian on YouTube. Roman is 24 years old and Zach is 20 years old. They're young Russian guys, very good people. They are excellent people. I have not met them personally. I have not spoken to Roman. Zach, yes, spoken a couple times in the community. Fantastic guys, young guys, you know, they're really bright future ahead of them. But you know what? They've left Russia. They've been purged. Rather, they purged themselves, but they've left. They've left. They're not in Russia any longer. Okay. My friends, I'd like to ask everyone to pray with me. I'll pray a little different today. I will, well, you know, if you're a believer, please join me. If you're not a believer, then join me in prayer anyway. I am asking you. Just, you know, don't have to call it a prayer if you don't want to. You can send good vibes and good energy to people. We can limit it at that, but please join us anyway. Please repeat after me. Dear God, thank you so much for giving us this day. Thank you for putting food on our tables. Thank you for giving roofs over our heads and surrounding us with loved people that we love. Dear God, please give Ukrainian peace. Give Ukraine peace. Give Ukrainian people rest. Give us all hope. Please have this bloodshed in Ukraine stop. Spare all people who are in that country of danger. Please send each one of people who are in the country an angel to keep them from harm's way, and please stop the bloodshed. Reach out and touch heads and hearts of people who are responsible for making this decision, whether to start or continue, and make them stop, please, as soon as possible. I would like to ask you to help us not to go through purge in our country, in Russia, and in every single other country, because that's not something from you. That's something from a different force. Please, do not let the purge happen here in Russia. Do not let it happen in other countries as well. Please help everyone financially. People in Ukraine who have been affected, misplaced, their lives ruined, please send them means to rebuild. Give them wisdom and strength to raise our kids the way that they make tomorrow's world a better place, better than we have built our world. Make them grow so they don't fight with one another but love one another. I would like to thank everyone. I would like to ask you to send help to everyone who's helping Ukrainians on the ground, in wishes, opening doors of their houses. Please help them. Please help everyone who's in this stream. People are praying for others. I'm praying for them. Have their prayers answered and wishes granted, made true. Because every single person here needs your help. We all do. I would like to name a few names. People have reached out and asked to be named during the prayers. It means that they would like to ask you something that they probably have asked. Please hear their names, hear their prayers, hear their requests, and please answer them. Please make their wishes come true and prayers answered. And these people are Daniela, Shay, Rafaela From, Anna, William, Elena, Natasha, Jake, Michael, Oля, Dasha, Sky, Bonnie, Melissa, Buzz, Anne Mary, Jean-Paul, Paula, Jane, Michael, Marlene, Mikhail's family, Dimitrius, Kieran, Maddie, Sharon, Narnian Lady, Susan S., Brantley, Sebastian, Maverick and his mom, Susan, Fiona, Sabrina, Moby One, Madeline, Paul Binns, Stephen, Ellen, Sandy, Abbott, and Michael. Dear God, thank you very much. Please have everyone's prayers answered. Thank you. Amen. Thank you, my friends. It's been really good stream. Message was pretty sinister, but hey, you know what? This is today's Russia. I've pledged to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I've telling you everything how I see it. I will have another message tomorrow, and it's going to be on one of the pressing issues. Please come back tomorrow. Mods, thank you so much for backing me up. And everyone, thank you for joining. You are awesome and you rock. and I will see you soon. Oi.